You can make 220,000 in a single year just by investing 1 million. And it's not even difficult. Truth is, you don't need too many paperworks. All you simply need to do is a click on your phone here and there, and your money just lands in your bank account. If you're interested in learning how to do this, simply follow the link in my description below, click on the app below, get registered with the link. So first thing we'll do is we'll head over to our PalmPay app, and then we come over here to once we open PalmPay, you come over to services. Under services, click on more, and then you go scroll to the bottom. So you look for these mutual funds, click on mutual funds, and then there are so many of them. There's one for 22%, 14%, 16%, 7%, 12%, 18%. Every single one of them, the option is left to you. So you see this actually has 1 year return. What this means that in 22 you earn 22% in 1 year period. So this 22% is not constant. The price can go higher or the price can go lower. However, when you want to do an investment, it's always best, so you click on invest, it's always best you understand the trend line. For instance, let's take a look at this. This is a 1 month period, which is what you can see here, and the trend line has barely been stable. Let's look at 3 months. You can see there was a decline. So it started at 5.7 and is currently at 5.5. But is this still stable? Yeah, I think it's very much stable. So this is simply telling you earnings per 10,000 units. So for 10,000 units, you're earning 5.5. This tells you, okay, so this is exactly what it is that you're working with. 6 months, you look at it. And then in 1 year time, you also look at it. So you see that it started really low at 4.9% or 4.9 units. That's people were earning around um 4 4.92 per 10,000 naira units. But at the moment, obviously you can see how much people are currently earning. So with this, you can see now it's about 5.4. So you can see that it's a huge increment. So let's just check out, let's do a little mathematics. If we started at 4.9 and we are ending up at 5.5, so let's do 5.5. Let's do 5.5 minus 4.9. 5.5 minus 4.9, that's 0.6. I want to see how many percent this is divided by 4.9. So this is 12% increment. You can see 12% increment, and this is not even up to a year. So the truth is, they are promising you that at the end of it all, you can decide, okay, I want to take my money and I want to leave at any time it is that you want. All this simply means is within 1 year period from now till this has done about 12% increment, this particular mutual funds. And for me, that's the AROM money market fund, has done about 12% in 1 year. That's to tell you that this is a good one. There's a great possibility that it could do way higher than that in the next coming year. It's possible it could increase to 33%, it could go to 40%. But whatever the case is, this is really a good investment platform for you to do. Now, for you to know how much people have really invested on this particular one, we are looking at 90 billion. That's the size of this mutual fund, and it is First Trustee Nigeria and Rand. They are the ones currently in charge of this. SEC in Nigeria is also involved in this particular scheme, and so you know what it is. So let's take a look at what the transaction rules look like. I don't really think it's much, but so this is what you need to know if you are going to be using this particular mutual funds. Every transaction that is done before 10:30 a.m. is confirmed that day, but after that it's moved over to the next day. So if you want to do an investment, you need to know when you plan to do your investment, whether you want it for that day or you want it the next day. So the timing is very crucial. Now, investors can redeem or sell their mutual funds every time of the day. So let's say for instance you got in when the price was around 4.9 and you've decided that you want to sell when the price around 5.5, 5.6, 5.7. It's up to you. That's up to you. You can do it at any time and any day, and nobody is actually limiting you. And this market is usually open from Mondays to Friday. Saturdays and Sundays, no public holidays, they also take this into consideration. So Mondays to Friday, the market is open and you can do all your dealings and all your business. However, if you keep your money in this mutual fund for a year, you should most likely make about 22% with it. So there is also the auto invest and the invest plan. This means you're going to do everything manually. So the next one, I would just want to take a look at a couple of them. I would look at the next one which you have here, which is ARM short term bond. So for this one, you can see that in the last 1 month, this has been increasing and it's tagged as low risk 14% in 1 year. Also remember I told you price is bound to change. So if you're buying at somebody who bought on 1st of May probably bought at 1.1. Now this is more like a short-term bond fund. So there is a price for buying and then you can see price is constantly increasing. And for this it looks like every day is increasing. So you can see here 6 months there was a time the price went up and came down. It's up to you. You have a possibility of earning about 14% in 1 year. So perhaps you don't just want to put all your money into one type of mutual fund. You have the opportunity of using the one that's 22% and opportunity of using the one that is 14%. Anyone you feel okay could do higher. Maybe you could decide to put 70% in the one that's doing 22% and 30% of your investment amount in the other ones just to spread your risk. So in 1 year time, obviously, you can see that there has been ups and down, but just only once did the price really go down within that period. And that was just for this was 2024. That's when price went down, and the other time was 2024. So as at 18th of December, and by January, I think the price went down. Maybe a lot of persons sold off in December, meaning December might be one period you might want to consider because people want to sell off and do perhaps dirty December or something like that, so you can see for yourself. So maybe that might be the period you say, okay, I think I want to sell off, and in January I'm going to come back in again and buy back. So that's why you need to do your own research. Remember, I am not your financial advisor. So this is to tell you how long. Let's see again another trend here. This is also showing December period. You can see what the price was like. Price, so by January is really a good time for you to really buy this. We still have a long way to go till December. So you can see that the price has been gaining traction since then. This is something that started around 1.04, and as of January it fell down, but the price went to up to 1. Price went up to 1. So you can see that this is a good opportunity for you to buy, and you're really going to make a lot of money. So if you also take a look at this one, you will notice that the total size of these funds, that is people who have been investing, is about 987 million, and the trustees involved here is SLT trustees, and the custodian is Rand Merchant Bank. And so here again, once again, you see that short-term instruments is 16%, bonds on this particular one is 82%. And for me, this is really amazing. Imagine them getting involved in bonds, government bonds and all. And cash is just about 0.62%. No wonder the price keeps rising every single day. So you see, and that's why this one is called low risk. You can see here that it is tagged as low risk. It's called low risk because you can see its bonds are basically most of the investment on this. So there's also a plan for auto invest, also for you to invest. So for instance, you want to check out how much will I make if I invest 1 million. So for 1 million, okay, there's also a processing fee which you need to take note of, which is 2,000 naira. That's for 1 million. There's a 1.5% on that. So if you want to auto invest, you have to choose the time, your month, the amount you want to invest. Maybe 1 million naira, you want to invest 1 million. And then on a monthly basis, how much you get? You put, is it weekly? Do you want your money monthly? So what this simply means that your account 1 million naira is going to be deducted from your PalmPay balance if you fix this, and automatically used to invest on this particular plan. So if you want to choose up to 2, 3, 4 plans, you can decide, okay, 200,000 on this one, 100,000 on this one, 50,000 on the other one, and all that. And this is really going to do you a whole lot. And once you're done, you click on confirm. So invest now plan is set. So you have to click on this green button for this investment frequency to take place. So I will show, let's take a look at the ARM fixed income funds. This is also another one. You can see here, this is 16% return in a year. So it means you have the opportunity of making about 16%. But remember what I told you, your return on investment could go up and come down sometimes. But one thing is certain, that over 1 year time period, because this is showing, so let's see all time period, you've seen, so they started in, this particular one started in 2023, this mutual fund started in 2023, and price was around 1.14. It fell down, I think, once again December period. Yes, it fell down around December. So by January, people sold off, and then people were back again into the market. But when you look at it over a long period of time, the question is how much can you make? So for this one, we are seeing, this is close to, uh, so we are seeing quite, I don't know if this is, I don't think this is up to a million. But most of the funds here are actually bonds, which means about 80% of the funds here are bonds, and short-term instruments are just about 18%. Cash is just about 2.6%. So this is also a very good one for you to get involved in. So if it's 1 year period you want to see, of course, just like I told you, you can see the increment in 1 year. In the past 1 year, this has done about 16% increment in price. That's 1.14%, and at the moment it is 1.24%. So let's just do a little mathematics and just see something for ourselves. So we are saying here 1.14 minus 1.24. So that's 0.1, and then so if you multiply by that by 100, you would see price has actually gone up. But remember what I'm trying to explain to you, that this actually saw an increment in about, okay, no, I have to divide by 1.14. So this saw an increment in about 8%, 8.7% in the space of 1 year. That is the price. If, but then what this simply, that does not necessarily mean that is what you're gaining on. These people are promising you that they are definitely going to give you about 16%. They are definitely going to give you about 16%. The purpose of the buy price is that the buy price tells you, okay, this is how much you are selling, maybe 10,000 and 10,000 units. So those persons who came in here at 1.14, they have a better opportunity than somebody who came in here. So just like I told you, you buy when it's getting to December, you can obviously sell off, and then you sell off by December, and then you're back again with your money. So by January, you wait again, the price probably would have dropped. You buy in again, make all your profits, and you continue that way. So you always have all the time of checking things out for yourself. So let's look again at AROM. I think that will be the last one we'll be looking at. Let's see AROM Discovery Fund. So for this one, in 1 month's time, price was around, you see this price is really huge, I must say, 847, and price has risen to 865. That is a good one. So let's say 865 minus 847, that's 18, divided by 847, divided by 847, and you see this one has done about 2.1% in just the space of 1 month. So in 3 months, you can see how much the increment has been like. In 6 months, yes, ups and down here and there, but this is showing you that somebody who started 1 year ago probably bought this at 809. If I'm looking at 1 year ago, okay, somebody bought at 785. So you see this person who perhaps bought at 785 is making a whole lot of good money. So look at this all, and you can see somebody who bought, this is as at 2023. The person probably bought at 657 for ARM Discovery Funds, and you can see how much profit this person most likely is on. So depending on how many units this person bought, and at the moment sale price is at 860. So if somebody buys at 657, perhaps the person has held a tangible amount of units. The person has held a tangible amount of units, and the person decides to sell off. He's going to make, okay, so let's just do a brief calculation. Let's see, for somebody who bought at 657, how much the person is making. Because selling price, you can see the sell price here. Sell price is 860. So let's write 860 minus 657. This person is making 200 naira per unit. So if somebody who bought 10,000 naira units, It means let's say times 10,000. Okay, no. Times 10,000. It means this person would have made over 2 million as profit from 2023 up till now. Now, this is to tell you how amazing this mutual fund is. And question is, how much was 10,000 units as at that time? So most likely this person invested, remember the person is making 2 million, but let's see what it looks like. So 657 times 10,000. This person invested about 6 million or 6.5 million. And between October 2023 and now, this person has made about 2 million extra, meaning the person has 8 million on using ARM discovery funds. So I don't know, like I don't know anybody who would see such an opportunity and want to deny and say no, I'm not interested. But for the sake of this 6.570, I'm going to do another calculation. Let's see how much the person made from that period. So we said we are making about 2 million divided by 6.5, 2 million divided by 6507. I think that was what it was. Now this person is making about 30%. Person has made 30% of his investment within that period, from October to October last year, maybe on that 15%, and then again on that 15%. So you see that these are the various mutual funds you might want to get yourself invested in. And also, if you have not yet subscribed, please click on the subscription button. Don't forget to give us a like, thumbs up, share this video with your friends, tell them how they can all benefit from this and enjoy easy investments, no problem with bank queuing up and all that. Now look at this. If you want to check your portfolio, you can click over here on my portfolio for you to see all that you've invested in, everything you need to know. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.